Hi and welcome to ida.r books. I'm Ida and these are my books. This video is inspired by a video I saw Books and LALA do about a year ago the first time, and that is 5-star predictions. So she picked out a few books from her shelves that she thought would be 5-star reads, and then about a year later she did an update after reading all the books when she talked about what she actually rated the books. And so I want to do that as well. I will link her original videos in the description below. And so I have picked out 5 books from my shelves that I think will be 5-star reads. I've made these choices based on recommendations I've gotten from friends and booktube, as well as if it's an author I read from before or if it's a continuation of a series I've already started. So some of the books are sequels, some of them are first books in series, and yeah. Let's just get into it. The first book I think is gonna be a 5-star read is Everlost by Neal Shusterman. I have read another series, 2 other series actually, by Neal Shusterman. I've read the Unwind series as well as the Accelerati series, trilogy I think. So this is the first book in a trilogy and I have all 3. I found them on secondhand. And so I bought them. I'm not really sure what it's about. I have read a synopsis before, but I also like going into series quite blind. I think, considering what I've thought about the other Neal Shusterman books, that I will give this a 5-star. Next 5-star prediction is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the first book in the Lord of the Rings series. I think this will be a 5-star read because they are quite popular, these books. A lot of people like them. I've heard differing opinions about like the language and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a bit difficult to get through, but I do like high fantasy, and since this book is in Swedish, I think I won't have any problems getting through it. I think everyone already knows what Lord of the Rings is about, so I'm not gonna tell you. But yeah, I think this will be a 5-star read. Next 5-star prediction is The Hogfather by Pratchet. Yeah, this book is about, I think, Death acting as Santa. I've heard a lot of good things about Pratchet. I've never read any of his books, but I have been recommended his books several times, and in a discussion I had just the other week with a friend who has read many of the books, he says that it might actually be my taste, and so I think this might be a 5-star read. Next 5-star prediction is Hero at the Fall by Alwyn Hamilton. This is the 3rd book in a trilogy. I think it's just supposed to be a trilogy, and I've read the first 2 and I loved those. I haven't really given them a rating because that was before I started using Goodreads, like a lot, before booktube, and so I will be rereading the entire series, and I think this will be a 5-star read. Not just because it's the last book, but also because I did really love the first 2. Next book I think will be a 5-star read is Röta by Siri Pettersen. This is the 2nd book. I haven't read the first one. I found this one secondhand and I decided to buy it because I do like the hardcovers. I have heard this series is really good and I actually really wanted them, so I took the chance to buy it when I found it cheap. And so I think this will be a 5-star read because I've heard very good things about it. I would think the first book would also be a 5-star read, but I don't have it. I just picked books off of my shelves to show in this video. The first book is called Odin's Barn. This is a Norwegian fantasy, and it seems to be based on northern mythology, and it was a success in Norway and I've heard really good things about it. And this is the Swedish translation because I do not speak Norwegian, and yeah, a friend of mine has read all of them and she says they're really good, and so I might borrow the first one from her so I can start reading the series. That is 5 books that I think will be 5 stars, and I will be trying to read them as soon as possible. And when I have, I will do an update to this video where I tell you what I actually rated them. You will also probably see them in my regular wrap-ups, but yeah, I will do a dedicated video for this. Like I said, I will be linking Books and Lala's original videos in the description. Please check her out if you haven't. She's really good. She does a lot of unique videos, I would say. A lot of like challenges for herself. That is all I had for you today. Subscribe if you want to. I upload on Saturdays, and I will see you next week. Bye!